Alright everyone, so welcome to another Milk Cast. Once again, I am solo casting this time around because unfortunately my co-caster is offline and we had a bit of demand for this game, so we're going to get it going. Let me just spam this link a couple more times in Reddit chat. Once again, that link is Milkcast. And I'm going to tell Nostalgia to watch it, you fool. Best stream on the internet. Put that in quotes and call it a Time Magazine 2012 quote. All right, so we are here with a Reddit in House 5. We got a couple new names in the group. Oh, and we see Mr. Sushi picking up the Blitzcrank. He is doing this specifically for me because pretty much when Sushi plays Blitz, I click on him, I hold down spacebar, I follow him around the map, and I just watch him hit grab after grab. So it's be interesting to see. The bans we see are Shaco Shen Jana for blue team and Warwick, Alistair, and Fizz for purple team. Let's see. I'm thinking right now. Shaco Shen and Warwick are kind of solo Q-esque bans, but as we play more and more Reddit in House 5s, we do see more and more targeted picks and bans. So I think the Alistair ban is focused at only jungle, who's generally done a very good job jungling that Alistair. Of course, the ganks are very strong. I did just play a solo queue game with only jungle. He did play jungle Alistair. We just couldn't get those ganks off, and it is true that jungle Alistair does fall behind compared to more of the carry bruiser type junglers. He just, other than his CC in a team fight, he doesn't really bring a whole lot if you don't get that far. And in our team fights, only Jungle's Alistair was just dying because he just didn't have the farm necessary. But at any rate, he has been very consistently good on that Jungle Alistair. We do see Shreve. Shreve is very good at Riven solo top, both in these in-houses, and I've also been playing a lot of ranked fives with Shreve recently. She is a incredible top laner. We'll see how her Lulu plays because I think Lulu is also a very good solo top, as Dignitas proved. Language. There could be children watching. I don't know what wall I effed him in the A with, but I don't know. That Anivia I played last game, I got ganked by Pantheon level 1 and the stun of Annie plus Pantheon. I didn't want to flash and I got killed and it was bad play for my part. So I accept a lot of the responsibility for that loss. However, I wish I recorded it because I did have a couple of nice plays. But then again, in the 1400s, making a nice play is like, just, it's kind of like very easy to do. Anyway, purple team, we do see the Heimer pick. I forgot to mention that. Heimer is, I don't even know. In fact, I did also lose a game to Heimer today. I was playing LeBlanc, and it's just anytime I wanted to go in, his jungler was nearby. So if you aren't, if you are too afraid to kind of full on straight engage Heimer under his turrets, his poke is incredible. So he's I think a very complicated champion to play in terms of like conceptually, like, where do I put these turrets for maximum efficiency? How do I manage the fact that I'm slow and squishy and have no escapes? But he is I think, underrated champion. I would say that he needs to have significant buffs. It's just that I think that, in terms of numbers, I think it's bad. Like the Uranium Bolt's passive on his turrets is, I think, just so incredibly weak. It never has an effect, in my opinion. Whenever I play Heimerdinger, someone can sit and take 30 consecutive shots of turrets, and all that's equal to is like a 300 gold, armor shred, like equal to 300 gold worth of armor. I think it's just incredibly weak. At any rate, we'll see how Jurin plays his Heimerdinger. So now we can see the overall sort of team comp for both teams. It looks like blue team has an amazing initiator. We do see Cheesy Cookie once again going for that Sona in a solo lane, and I hate to say it, but it hasn't worked out yet a single time for her. Also, I'm sorry for the stream viewers, but game starting drum is extremely loud this patch, and I hope Riot just nerfs it because it is horrendously loud. It pops my eardrums every time. Um, at any rate, so the jungler matchup will be Lee Sin on Sinden for blue team's junglers. Picked up the Lee Sin. He is running that exhaust smite, so we'll see how those ganks are able to work out for him. Obviously, a Lee Sin with exhaust is just able to wreck in his ganks, especially solo top, where you have both the slow from the E and the exhaust, and you will just get permaslowed all the way to your turret. Purple team has that Genocide George on Nocturne, and Nocturne, of course, I think I've mentioned in previous casts. I think he's a very underrated jungler. His ganks are so scary. He does so much damage. He's a little less tanky than other junglers, but he makes up for it with just the sheer amount of damage he's able to put out, even if he goes straight tank. Nocturne with Warmogs is like one of the scariest people to 1v1 as a jungler. We do see. See, I think one of the interesting things that teams, casters, players in general sort of don't really put enough thought into is like, okay, we need something on this team where if it happens, we know it's the team fight is gonna start and it's gonna go away, and it's like you can call it an initiator, but it's like, is Ashe an initiator? She has great initiation if that arrow hits, but that's only every like 70 seconds. Blitz has like such a consistent initiate every, what is that, 12 seconds with a little bit of CDR. And then on top of that, they've got Shreve and Cheesy Cookie, two supports. Supports obviously have a lot more CC in their kits. So blue team is really running this sort of like triple support comp with that Blitz crank. And then they have two melees, Olaf and Lee Sin. I do think we actually saw this identical team comp being run with a Blitz, a Sona, and a Lulu, and I think it was an Olaf Nocturne. And unfortunately, that team comp lost because they just got initiated on every single fight. So if purple team gets ahead, that combination of maybe Vladimir and Nocturne is very scary. Nisli on Vladimir did actually pick up a quadra last time he played in these in-house fives, and the remaining player just barely slipped away with a little tiny bit of health. So we'll see how he's able to play this game. Vayne, of course, a huge hyper carry. This high there is, I think, a new player as well as Chansu. So this bot lane is up against two veteran players, Sushi, and perhaps either Cheesy Cookie or Shreve. But at any rate, we are going into this game. I'm going to spam this link on Reddit one more time. Game is starting, guys. Twitch.tv/Notecast. Alright, and I'm going to change this little overlay thing that I cooked up into a full screen thing. Oh, and Riot is, as they often are, trolling me by having this window spawn just in the bottom side of the screen, but I think we will be able to get that going. Usually what happens is it just kind of like I can't see what's going on here, and then when the game starts, it goes full screen. And if that doesn't happen, I can hit Alt-Enter or Windows up arrow key or something and get it working. So don't worry about that. This game will be casted. I'm not going to have to. I had this embarrassing moment a couple games ago where I was looking at someone's runes and I clicked the X to exit out of their rune page, and what that does is it drops you out of spectator mode. So hopefully I don't do anything incredibly stupid like that again this game. And of course, solo casting, you are sort of on your own. No one to tell you when first blood is and things like that. But we'll see. This should be good. I think we don't have that many stream viewers. Only 3? Come on, guys. Usually this gets like 15 people watching. So I'm going to spam this again. Only 3 viewers. Come on, man. Reddit in-house fives deserve better. Last cast, we had 15 viewers. Alright. So there we go. Got that working. I'm glad I know how to do that now. And we are going to check out the starting items. We do see, as in many games, a 2.4 to 2.3k gold, comparison difference, whatever. So it seems like Mr. Sushi already the 20-second mark is carrying his team with an extra 100 gold from those support masteries. That greed is OP, man. That 100 gold lead. I don't know if purple team is going to be able to come back from this. So lots of angry pings, very loud in my eardrums. We do see boots and 3 pots for almost all of purple team, with the exception, of course, of the support who wants to get those early wards. Does in fact pick up 2 pink wards, which I think is a very underrated, pink wards, very underrated level 1. You can really control the brush and get some free auto attacks from that brush. Really shuts down the lanes. We do see an invade coming in from blue team. Jurin is gonna get caught. The Blitz Grab obviously hits, and that is an easy first blood for the Lee Sin. I guess they just weren't ready for that Blitz invade. I don't really know. They don't really have an answer for it. Vlad maybe could start pool, Nocturne could start shield, and then wait for the, bait out the grab and tank it. But that Blitz, you really have to be there as a team. You got to be ready to anticipate that Blitz grab. And it looks, by the way, like we are going to see the Sushi Blitz. That's a kind of TM patented, registered trademark of Mr. Sushi Incorporated. But he is going to be running a bot lane with only jungle, who is not really known for his Olaf side lane. We'll see how they're able to use it. Only jungle, of course, as the name would indicate, only jungles. So let's see here. I just want to make sure the stream is, okay, it's set up, it's full screen, everything's working well. Someone messaging on Skype, KK, okay. Anyone here? No, nobody's here. Everyone's watching the in-house 5s game, alright. So we see Nisli soloing bot. This ain't good. And the grab connects. Sushi. Wow, the heal goes down before the ignite goes down. Oh, but the X gets a and that's a kill. Yeah, okay. Great job from Only Jungle going man mode, which is what I like to see. That trade was definitely in favor of blue team because Blitzcrank was able to pick up the assist. I don't know why they're doing this off meta pick. Blitz Olaf is about as kill laney as it gets, and Vlad is just not really going to be able to do a whole lot. Shreve taking the Vayne very low on health, however, looks like she might be having some trouble here because we have 2 level 2s and she is low, and she started with the Duran's Ring. This is going to be a world of pain for Shreve. I think she's probably just going to try and maybe get 350 gold, maybe 70, I don't know. She probably wants a ward. That Nocturne jungle is going to be very scary. However, blue team has pushed. The heal is used. Oh wow, and Olaf shows up. Vayne flashes in, gets the kill. Very well done. And Only Jungle is only level 1. They are both level 2, soon to be level 3 in fact. One XP away from hitting. So it looks like they are switching and doing a duo top and a solo bot. Less dragon control, obviously the reason we don't see this matchup very often in the current meta. However, the nice thing about switching lanes is that you force the opponent team to have to switch back and forth and react to what you're doing. So it looks like Nocturne, thank you for pinging Genocide George. It makes my life a lot easier. Missing the Q just barely. However, Cheesy Cookie is forced to flash. Heimer not really in a position to put a lot of damage down. I think that gank could have been a little bit more successful if maybe Heimerdinger had led with his E. However, he is getting some nice poke damage with his W. Lee Sin gonna be spotted by this purple ward. Will he be able to connect? Stream jumping really strange. Ah! This is the bane of my existence. The first 3 minutes of every cast I do is just ruined because for some reason Riot resets the full screen borderless on every time you open up a new instance of the spectator client, it's full screen. I don't know what the deal is with that. So you were probably seeing some flickering around the left and right, and it's only the overlay that really gets affected. It's quite strange. Sushi puts a pink ward down. Oh, and is not able to connect that grab. Instead hits the minion. So we do see Nisli and Shreve kind of going at it down here. Oh wait, what am I missing? Sona getting low to Heimerdinger. Anyway, so it looks like the sustain, I think Shreve doesn't actually have any sustain as a top laner, and that's kind of Vlad's whole, you know, that's what he does best. He just sustains so well, one of the best sustaining champs in the game. Looks like we are seeing some action up top, but obviously, unless that grab goes down, really, blue team doesn't have a lot of kill potential because they have two champs without gap closers who need to get in range. Cheesy Cookie going down low on Sona. It just seems that every time Cheesy Cookie plays this Sona, we just see this this little health indicator going on and off. We do see Vlad nice silence from Shreve, able to prevent herself from dying. A pool going balls deep. Oh, and Shreve just just like pile drives, clotheslines that Vlad with that. I think that was Glitter Lance that dealt the killing blow. So very well played from Shreve. You can see she was one transfusion or pool or something away from dying, and she just hit Vlad with that instant cast silence. It's a very good ability to have in your arsenal against Vlad. It's sort of like a Soraka silence, because something like a Taric stun, which has a travel time to Vlad, you can really anticipate and then pool. Those instant cast silences, Vlad is just not going to be able to do a whole lot to stop them. If he's in range, Lulu can just cast it, and then there's nothing he can do. So we do see a level advantage for Vayne. It's 30 CS to 28, so actually not very bad. Only Jungle is taking a little bit too much damage, I think. However, he is able to... Oh, and the Sushi goes for the grab on Soraka, doesn't quite get the angle. He did have minions coming in, so he was a little afraid to do it. Genocide George coming in behind. Pop your spell shield! Okay, he pops the spell shield a little bit late, but he is... Oh, wow, a little bit early, in fact, and it doesn't block the stun. He goes down and takes maybe 2 or 3 turret shots. A counter gank. Oh, and it hits the Heimer turret. Unlucky there. Looking back bot lane, Shreve is only level 5 to Vladimir's level 6, so he might want to go aggressive and try to get a kill. Although he doesn't have Ignite, not as much kill potential as you'd want, but he is obviously much more survivable. Hasn't been working out for him so far, as he does have 2 deaths, but Shreve just turning Nisli into a cat there. And doing a significant amount of damage. He has his ulti up. He might be able to just go for the kill. Lee Sin, actually, I should probably watch top as Lee Sin comes behind, misses the Q, doesn't use his ulti. If I was him, I would have just kicked that Vayne into the team. There's the kill. Oh, and he still has his ulti up. Knocks her away from the turret. The slow goes down. Where's the grab, Sushi? Oh, and Sushi flubs the grab. That is not something we like to see. And we do see the ulti going down on Shreve, but it's not enough to kill. Excuse me. A little bit dusky in my room today. Shreve's sticking around low on health, maybe baiting out this tower dive. The Ignite goes down, but it's not enough damage to put the kill. So Shreve, I think, obviously, maybe not going to go back. In fact, pops the health pot. I don't know about that. I think 1 QEW from Nisli will take him down. Top turret going down to those 3 bruisery champs with attack speed steroids. Olaf, of course, having a passive attack speed steroid, Blitz with his W, and Lee Sin with his passive also able to take down turrets very quickly. Shreve just skirting around low on health. I think going for the bait maybe on Nisli, who does have heal up and will slowly regen. I mean, no sustain on Lulu and lots of sustain on Vlad. This is an exchange that is going to go clearly in the favor of Vlad if Lulu sticks around. Because effectively, once Vlad blows his summoner heal right now, he is at full health. So maybe Lulu is sticking around for an item. However, baiting for the Lee Sin, gets killed. I don't know what Shreve was really thinking right there. Lee Sin is around, but I don't think is... Heimer's coming down. Blitz is coming down. This could turn into a fight. Lee Sin hits the Q. There's the heal. Kicks into turret range. Very well done. However, the Soraka ult goes off. And will Blitz be able to save the day? Oh, and a beautiful Q from Sinden. Able to pick up the kill on Vlad. Lee Sin is going to probably want to get back and let Blitz and Olaf... Oh, and Nocturne is here. Gets the fear. Shuts down the killing spree on Lee Sin for an extra 66 gold. Let's see this grab, Blitz. Here we go, Sushi. George going for that. Oh, and a beautiful grab. George tries to bait it out. The slow does go down. Only jungle. This is all on you. Lulu flashes in, picks up the kill. Sona just not ready to. I think she was pushing. She didn't want to help out the team. However, what does this mean up top? We do have all of them around this dragon area. I think if I were blue team, I'd probably say, look, we got 2 of them up top. Flash blown from Heimer. We have 2 of them up top. Let's just go. Let's get this this dragon while we have 4 or 5 of us here. And George is disconnected. That isn't good. He does live in Australia, and as we know, Australian internet is not the best. Purple team, Heimerdinger may be able to regen that turret, which is of course Heimer's passive. It is a unique passive, it's a unique ability. In fact, it's the only thing in the game that can heal a turret. Janna, of course, able to put down a shield, but once that turret health is lost, you can never get it back unless you have a Heimer on your team. Although the Nexus turrets do regenerate over time. But we'll see. I don't actually know the range on his passive. I think it is one of the least useful passives in the game because you don't want to just sit under your turret all game to regen it. And it's only regenerated 20, I think it was at 300, so 30 health in the past minute or so. Not a whole lot of regen. And it looks like a little bit of a lane swap. Genocide George back in business. We see Sona kind of chilling up top. Vayne pops her ulti. Can Sushi get the grab down? Gets the grab. Oh, but grabs through the Sona ulti. However, there is enough damage. I don't know if that Sona ulti connected. Since this is an AP Magic Pen Sona, that ulti is doing a lot of damage. However, Vayne trying to go for the juke. The power chord with the E ability, what is that called? Song of Serenity power chord, of course, having that huge 60, 50, 40% slow. We see someone going low. Shreve going low, Jern quite low. We see that turret has now regenerated to 75 health. However, it did just take a minion auto attack, so it's back down to 360. And I don't know, that Heimer passive, just not the best. Just not the best. We'll see. I could be completely wrong. This turret might have 2,550 health by the end of the game. However, I just sort of doubt that a little bit. Sushi might be able to pick up the blind grab here. The Glitter Lance does not connect. Heimer does not get slowed, and therefore I think makes it out for free. Genocide George has his entire jungle cleared, except for those golems, and I think he has the respawn timer on these wolves sometime soon. So he's just going to chill out here. His blue did just come up. He might want to make a move for that instead. Although Heimer is actually one of the better AP champs at soloing it. However, I think they do realize this now and are going to go over and get that. The Heimer turret sneaks the blue buff over the wall. No, it doesn't. It misses. So now it's going to be Heimer having an auto attack work. Oh, and Vlad nearly taking it with that E. Oh, and I completely missed it. That turret will not be sitting at 2,550 health because it is down, and once it's down, there's no coming back. We see all of Purple Team is around here taking that dragon. Heimer used to be an exceptionally good dragon sneaker, taker, whatever, with his turrets, especially because of that Uranium Vault. However, we do see Purple Team instantly just blowing up Shreve. Shreve gets totally caught out with that Condemn, and Vayne just really punishing Shreve for that positioning mistake. And we see Nisli also taken very low in that team fight. I'm not quite sure who did the damage there. We do see Mr. Sushi running in. Wow, just barely connecting. However, not enough damage on that Undertow. Sinden does go down a high there. Genocide George is certainly going down. A very nice grab. Takes the Vlad. Very well done from Sushi. Knocks up the Vayne. Undertow is popped. Wow, this is almost certainly gonna be a kill for Vayne, but very nicely done. Lots of burst damage coming off that Vayne, who does have only a pickaxe and 2 Durans. I guess Vayne OP. Vayne is OP, that's all you can say in that situation. Lots of burst damage, lots of damage in general, sustained and burst coming off that Vayne. Able to shove Shreeve right into this wall and take her down, and then able to also burst down that Olaf, who of course gets stronger the lower health he is with his lifesteal and spell vamp. Just able to really stay at that low health threshold for a very long time. So Purple Team really needs to find some way to sort of burst Olaf down, whether it's the second tick of the Vladimir ult or a, I don't know, Heimer rockets. They really don't have something like a full, QWER combo you can drop on the low health Olaf to take him down. Heimer is very much poke driven with his turrets and his ulti, neither of which providing burst damage. His ulti is kind of like a steroid for his other abilities in a way, and then all he's really got is his E and his W, so I don't know how effective Purple Team is going to be against this Olaf later on in the game when he's sitting at 3.5k health, 3,500 health, and lots of armor magic resist. He might be a unkillable, unstoppable god, especially with like I mentioned, Blitzcrank, Sona, and Lulu, 3 supports able to kind of protect him when he runs in and goes balls deep. That Lulu ultimate is huge, and it's right now providing 360 health. At level 6 is going to be providing something like, I don't know, 600 health. Maybe more when you factor in the AP scaling, depending on what tree's build. Probably going to be a Woda into a Death Cap, maybe a Rylai's. But still, that Olaf is going to be very scary. We do see Olaf going in on the Nocturne. I am a very bad caster. I missed it. Oh wow, and we also see a kill on Heimerdinger. The Blitz grab was used. I think that was probably a grab into a easy free kill for blue team. Those Blitz grabs are just a excellent way to initiate team fights. If it connects, you have a 1v5 on your hand. You can just burst them down. We see Vlad pushing bot, Lee Sin coming in behind. I don't know if Vlad's going to be in trouble. I mean, he has the 2. Wow, actually going in for the kill. Puts the ulti down. Turret, of course, being pushed mid. Vlad not committing. Doesn't use his pool. Although we'll see. We do see a big push coming out from blue. And he... Where's the pool, Nistley? There's the pool. We do see a big push coming out of blue team once they took down that Heimerdinger. Able to get 1 turret down and no damage actually in that inner turret. So I think Nistley actually misplayed that a little bit there. He didn't use his pool. Lee Sin had already used his ulti. I think that was a free kill. I think maybe he was just a little bit afraid of this blue team, which is now steamrolling down a bot lane, hoping to find him recalling the brush. He says he's not scared of you nerds. A little bit of friendly trash talking. Although I think a little bit of irony in that statement also, as he did see a little bit timid to try and commit to that Lee Sin. However, Purple Team, knowing that 4 people just went bot, now going to try and take the Baron. Heimer putting down his turrets. Blitzcrank is coming in. He's going to have to be careful not to grab a turret. However, Soraka, it looks like her hitbox is just barely sitting on the other side of that. Baron at 4k health. They're definitely committed at this point. Genocide George going very low. And the grab just barely misses. George able to get the smite. Very well done. And it looks like that is going to be a kill on Lee Sin. Possibly also a kill on Sushi. Sushi flashes away. Shreeve uses the ult on Cheesy Cookie instead of Olaf. However, Vlad did go down in that, so it was a 1-for-1. However, Purple Team, of course, picking up that Baron, which is clearly in favor of Purple. Lee Sin got the Q on Baron. It wasn't blocked by a turret or anything. However, was not able to get that smite, even though I think he has a level advantage. Oh, and the grab, I don't even know how that missed. That was a very well aimed grab. I think it was just a millimeter, a unit away from connecting with that Vayne. That surely would have been a kill, as all of blue team was around to follow up on it. And now we see a sort of even playing field for Purple. They have been behind all game, and they did manage to equalize the gold a little bit with that Baron. They're still behind on turrets, 3-1, and they are, of course, behind on kills, 14-8. If we look at the gold tab for these two teams, of course, 27.4k gold for blue, 24.7k gold for purple. That's around a 3k gold lead. for the blue team. However, when you have a lot of objectives, global objectives like turrets, dragons, barons, a lot of that gold will go to your support. And you know, if you have a supporty type jungler, which I think neither team does, both Lee Sin and Nocturne, kind of bruiser, fighter, DPS, tanky DPS champs. However, if you were to run something like an Amumu, he's not that item reliant, so having gold go to him isn't all that valuable. So what I'm trying to say is, if you look at the actual solo lanes, the damage dealers, keeping in mind especially that blue has no AD carry, you have 5,600 gold on Vayne, purple team picking up an uncontested dragon, which is going to take the gold lead to just around 2k gold. Although purple still has that Baron, so I think still in the stronger situation right here. However, that 4-2 Vayne with 6k gold is one of the strongest people in the game right now, and if purple team is able to protect... Oh, and the pool! Just dodging that blitz grab, that would have been a free kill for blue. Wow, lots of burst damage going on the stream. I don't even know where that's coming from, to be honest. I think it was a transfusion from Vlad and a W. Oh, the ulti comes down from Nisli. Mr. Sushi misses that and hits a minion, so not a successful grab. We do see Olaf chasing Genocide George. That is going to be a kill. However, we do see purple team able to pick up a turret out of that, which is going to take the gold difference even lower. Oh, and the grab, very nicely done, right on top of Chansu. They did, however, use a lot of stuff on that, and Vayne, very nice tumble right into the wall here. Vayne able to pick up a kill on Sona, and now this lack of an AD carry is really hurting. A triple kill for Vayne. Oh, sorry, a double kill for Heimer and a double kill for Vayne, I think. Oh, no, just a single kill for Vayne. Wow. I think that fight was clearly... Oh, nice tumble to dodge that blitz hook. I think that fight was really just all about Vayne getting an excellent tumble off. The Lee Sin was positioning behind to get that kick into the team and instead got slammed into this turret. Obviously, the turrets act as terrain unlike a Anivia wall or a Trundle wall or a Jarvan wall, so the Condemn will proc that stun and second component of damage. And this Vayne is just very scary right now. It looks like she is building the Infinity Edge. She has that pickaxe component, so it looks like she's not deciding to go for that Bloodthirster route, but instead the Infinity Edge. And she has been maxing Condemn also, which explains why she's able to do so much burst damage on a Shreeve on Lulu here, and then again onto the Lee Sin here. That Condemn, if you hit both procs, is 390 base plus a 96 scaling. Around 450 damage, I believe. Did I do the math right? Oh, who cares? Lots of damage, tons of damage, as Freak would say. So very good job from Vayne to position properly and get those stuns off. And now we, of course, see a 7k gold Heimer and a 6.8k gold Vayne and 7.3k on the Vlad. So, oh, it looks like a little bit of an engage is going down here. However, Sushi is here to maybe go for that grab if they get a little bit too cocky. Some decent damage coming off onto this Vayne. However, she does have her IE, and if you can't burst her down, her sustained damage is going to be more than anything you've got on your team because you don't have an AD carry. And wow, for the first time this game, purple team looks like they have picked up the gold lead just by 100. But it is very much neck and neck. 3 turrets to 3 turrets. Baron is down for both teams, and we see a even amount of gold. So if they fight a 5v5, it's going to be very even, and it's going to come down not to just one team sort of fighting a war of attrition and using their stat advantage, but instead, you know, who gets the blitz grabs, who gets the Vlad ults, and it's really at this point a determination of which team's mechanics are superior. We do see Olaf finding Heimer and Vlad, the Heimer stun not able to connect. Cheesy Cookie with the Lich Bane and 170 AP actually was going to catch bot lane, but instead finds the Vayne, who gets a very nice grab on Sushi, takes her very low. But that Lulu ult saving the life of Sushi. that is going to be Vayne going down. She doesn't have a kill spree at the moment, but she is sort of the hyper carry that Purple wants to stay alive in team fights. That wasn't, however, so much of a team fight as it was Blue team getting caught, but actually sort of turning it into a bait and able to get that exchange going in their favor. We do see Sushi. Sushi has the oracles and is going to try and clear some wards. There's a ward in this tri-brush, kind of strangely. I'm not sure who placed that. It was the Nocturne. Sort of a strange place to put a ward. You unfortunately also can't see the timers on wards in this spectator mode. Small bug. Baron has just respawned, however. I don't know. Blue team could have maybe stuck around and gone for a ninja kind of fast Baron. They do have the damage to do it, I think. I'm sorry, I've left this this gold thing up a little too long. Although actually no, I'm wrong. We don't see a single Wriggles. Oh, we see one Wriggles on Lee, but none on Olaf or anyone else. So it wouldn't be the fastest Baron in the world. Although Olaf obviously very good at taking Baron with his attack speed steroid passive. Nisli is around. They had a ward down. They're blind right now, but they don't know that that in fact blue team has back up. They put down the ward. Very nicely done. So they could have maybe got baited into an engage there because blue team is obviously waiting around, waiting for that engage. A blitz grab could just connect down this kind of pathway if they had funneled in to try and check out Baron, and that would have almost certainly been a kill. Instead, blue team gonna just do the smart thing, take down this ward. Oh, and the passive proc from Blitz triggers Baron. But once again, purple team without eyes on Baron. They're gonna probably use a Heimer grenade to check it out. No wards in the inventory other than Soraka, who picked up 3. Heimer putting down his turret, which is gonna 1v1. Wow. Oh no, okay, Baron is regenerating. I was gonna say, wow, can Heimer just really drop down a turret there and get it for free? But no, I'm an idiot. I know Mundo can stand here and throw cleavers and get it very low. But then again, Mundo does also go where he pleases, which is a little bit OP, if you ask me. However, I think right now, the gold lead is in favor slightly of blue, but once again, at 300, 400 gold difference, it's really no different. No real difference in stats or advantage. And this is instead going to come down to who can get the good engage. Let's crank 301. They're going to want to clear this Heimer turret so that they remove vision. No wards down. Excuse me, for purple team in this Baron pit. Oh, didn't have much sleep last night. So we see Genocide George throwing down his Wriggles ward. Oh, and a nice Vlad ult connects with a lot of blue team. Shreve uses that ulti on Blitz, but does go very low herself. Sona gets taken down by the Nocturne ult. Vlad just barely escaping and does not. The the Ignite picks it up. Double kill from Vayne. That was very much in favor of the purple team. I think a very nice Vlad ult to initiate that fight. Just completely took blue team by surprise after they'd already taken a lot of damage from Baron. And that is going to be an uncontested Baron for purple team. Now, clearly taking the lead, 2k gold. This is their second Baron of the game, and that Vayne is just doing crazy amounts of work. Only 115 CS in 30 minutes, which is not a lot by any means. However, she is able to really position well in team fights, get that damage out, and she has 8.7k gold at the moment with that IE. Probably going to go back and complete a Phantom Dancer, which I think has a 1650 combined cost once you get your Zeal, so she's about 400 gold away from that. Want to buy Vlad autograph, MVP. Nisli, not the best score, however, clearly is doing a lot of work. Very scary. It has the no longer the most gold on the team. That is now going to Heimer, who has been able to pick up a couple kills. However, Nisli doing a very good job with these ultis, generally hitting who you want to hit, meaning Sona, Lulu, and also I'd say maybe Olaf to get that damage amp onto him. But really, not a whole lot of people you don't want to hit on blue team right now with that Vlad ulti. They are all relatively squishy. We don't see we see some good MR on Olaf and Blitz and Sona. However, nailing that Lulu with the ulti is going to do a lot of damage to her. And force her to kind of stay very defensive and not be able to go in on Vayne. However, I don't know. We'll see. I think I did actually maybe understate a little bit. Blue team is relatively tanky. I think especially if we see an Aegis get picked up, it would be very good for the amount of damage that the melees can soak. Because once again, this is a team that doesn't really have a ranged AD carry. It's all about Olaf and Lee Sin getting in there and doing damage, while Sona, Blitz, and Lulu are able to support. We do now see Purple Team, Genocide George going full straight nan mode onto that turret, not even waiting for minions. Oh, and a nice grab, able to get, can they get the sign, they get the stun. Wow, but the amount of damage coming out from Vlad saves the, coming out from Vayne saves the Vlad. Lee Sin goes down. Wasn't able to even get his ult off, I think. It channeled and went on cooldown, but I don't know if it did go, if it actually got used. Shirelle is being popped to take into this minion wave mid. Lots of health coming from that transfusion combined with the Soraka heal. This is certainly going to be an uncontested turret. Oh, and the grab connects with the... Oh, Shreve, what are you doing? Goes instantly down. Lots of damage coming out from Purple Team from that Vayne. And it looks like with a 6k gold lead, Purple is really going to snowball this maybe. They don't have the kill advantage, but who cares about kills when you've got an extra couple gold? A turret! Hawk blocking, sorry, I should say grab blocking, rocket blocking. That's a good one, rocket blocking. Cock block, says Sushi, he read my mind. No, from now on, if I see a blitz grab get blocked by something, it's going to be a rocket block, because that is, of course, the rocket grab timer. Being found by Sona and Olaf, but they're not really ready to commit. The Heimer ulti goes down to bag them up. Cheesy Cookie taking a lot of damage. However, heals with that Aura of Perseverance, healing for around 163. So this is an interesting kind of turnaround game. Purple Team very much down behind, losing, lots of good blitz grabs, lots of good early trades for Blue Team. Lulu doing a very good job early on in game, but now the lack of an AD carry for them and the lack of any good real initiates from Blue Team is putting them at a disadvantageous position. Lulu finding Vlad, however, she does decide to fight. However, I don't know. I think Vlad could actually win this. Just barely able. Oh, and it was very smart of Shreve not to chase because Vayne is there. Gonna maybe be found, or a Song of Celerity coming out to help the speed buff from Lulu going out on a Blitz, and he's just so fast. He is gonna find this Vayne. Here comes the grab. Vladimir getting taken down instantly. Oh, and the grab misses and goes onto a minion, and Vayne is still running. Looks like they are going to be picked up by that Zona, actually. Wow, nice damage coming out from Jurin. Throws down that ulti, throws down another turret. Only Jungle should not chase that because Heimer is clearly... Oh, and a beautiful grab! The stun did connect on Blood, so he wasn't instantly able to pick up that Power Fist. However, very good grab coming out from Mr. Sushi. That is what we want to see. And now Blue Team, oh... misses the grab that time. They had both run to the left there, though, so I think that could have been a kill if he had just shot it up. However, Lee Sin lands a Q, follows it up with another Q. Genocide George goes in. However, I don't think it's going to be enough damage. He is getting 4v1. Oh, and a beautiful grab! Genocide George forced to flash away. Oh, Sushi going full man mode. No mana, though, so that mana barrier not going to do a whole lot. Olaf back in the base defending, where we do have 2 waves of super minions pushed up. 4 super minions in the base of blue. If Olaf had not gone back, I think that certainly would have been a Nexus turret down. In fact, we might see the Nexus turret go down. Oh, and the Nexus turret goes down. Not enough. Sushi, only Jungle went for these creeps up here, so they're going for the super minion down here at the low health turret. We did see Genocide George disconnect momentarily, I'm sure, right after saying nice base, and then UDC. So, looks like Genocide George may be having a bit of Australian internet issues these days. That was, I think, an advantageous fight for Blue Team. However, they weren't able to capitalize on it because of those super minions going to the base, and obviously losing a Nexus turret is huge because once it's gone, it's never coming back. The 5k gold advantage for Purple Team. Purple Team's still in the lead. They have 2 Barons. They have the timer on Baron, which should be coming up in around, I want to say, a minute and 30 seconds, I think, around 36-30 it should be. Ward coming down into mid lane to kind of see. You see a lot of teams doing this in a range fives. You don't see it so much in solo queue, but what this does is if they want to cross the river, cross the lane, and you don't have minions pushed up there, you'll see it coming. So if, for instance, they go for Dragon and you're a Baron, and you don't have minions mid lane, you'll be able to see them crossing to try and contest that Baron. At any rate, yet another objective picked up for Purple Team. I wish we did have a sort of Dragon Baron counter up in this spectator mode, because I've lost track. I think it is 3 Dragons and 2 Barons in the favor of Purple Team. We did see Blue able to pick up an uncontested Dragon or 2. Nisly popping that. Oh, I was early. I was a minute early. Baron is up. Genocide George is disconnected. However, I think now that they've removed the announcement of those disconnects, Blue Team doesn't know it, and they just got a 4v5 Baron pretty much for free, as Blue Team is forced to just kind of stick around and defend their base. Oh, and the grab just barely missing. They see they have Baron. Wow, and a lot of damage coming out on Cheesy Cookie. Surely gonna go down to that Vlad ult. In fact, goes down to Vayne. Was that an ignite or an auto attack? I think that was an auto attack. I'm getting some messages, but I'm not even going to pay attention to what they have to say because I don't want any spoiler alerts. Let's see. It is now a 4v5 with Baron buff for Purple Team, and they are 8k gold in the lead. Totally pushed into the base. 2 inhibitors down, and sorry, the inhibitors had respawned, but they're bare and they will be going down. It looks like Super Minions pushing this. Vayne and Heimer probably going to be able to pick up this, and not a whole lot that Blue Team is going to do. I don't really think that Blue Team has all that much they can do this game, unless they get an excellent grab. Heimer gets found. Vayne coming in behind. Lots of focus down onto this Heimer, and they're not able to pick up the kill. Nocturne going in, obliterating Lee Sin, and Olaf just not tanky enough. Oh, what a beautiful grab of Sushi. Able to pick up that kill on Vayne. Just trolls her, takes her into the turret. Lots of damage coming down on the Nisly. However, the heal goes down. Cheesy Cookie still chasing. I don't know about this. Oh, and I am an idiot. That was Genocide George backdooring the Nexus like a boss. I mean, at this point, you know, it's pretty obvious that Purple Team was able to pick up the victory on that push. However, I wanted to see if Genocide George could make anything out of it. So a very interesting game. Very well played from both teams. Once again, we had a game that was even until around the 30-minute mark. That is, by the way, my cat in the background who helps me cast these games. But yeah, I'm going to say GGWP, and this is really the downfall of running this sort of comp. Cheesy Cookie did very well as the AP Sona this game. Didn't go 1-8 as we've seen for previous games, but unfortunately, that lack of the true AD kind of IE, PD, LW, crit damage, scary late game presence that was Vayne this game, they just weren't able to pick up the win. So I'm going to say this was a good game. I'm going to put the Got Milk seal of approval on it with a GGWP. Probably going to move on to a second game here. Looks like I did get a couple invites. Yes, indeed, I did. So if you are interested in joining these in-house games, of course, you can come. The Reddit channel in-game on NA server is how we organize these games. Fucking do it live, Reddit in-house, as you can see. But at any rate, very well played from both teams. Some very nice blitzcrank grabs. Mr. Sushi went 4-0-15 that game. A very good score. But unfortunately, just not enough to seal the deal. That is a good game. I'm going to end this recording and move on to the next game. Here we go. Did that end the recording?